Welcome to the Sky High Result Management System software. In this video, I would like to show us how the Sky High Result Management System software functions. In this folder, we have Others, Result Software, and Discuss Template. Inside Discuss Template, we have GSS, Primary, and SS. For the purpose of this video, I'll be working with primary, so specifically primary 3. So inside this folder for the primary, we can also create other classes, primary 2, primary 1, primary 4, and the like. So inside each of the classes, we have the class picture and a template that will be receiving all the information, the scores, the comments, and everything about the for the results. So inside the class picture, we have the pictures of the candidates inside. So for this video, I have 3 candidates in the database, so 3 pictures here. Okay, so we also have the results software where we have the GSS, PAMAR, and SS. So this software are the one that will be used to process the results, the broadsheet, and others. So under this folder that is others, there we have course template that is reserved. So we have it similar to the way we have it under primary 3 classes. So the class picture, okay, which is going to be empty, no picture over here, is going to be a template. So inside is where the picture for your class is going to be, and then the template here. So this reserved can be copied as a whole. Once it's copied, then we can come down to discuss template here and then paste it in here and rename it. We have primary 2, paste it again, have primary 3, and the process continues to have as many classes as possible. So in the others, we also have a comment template which has the class teachers comment and the head teachers comment. So there are defined comments in the software already that we have loaded based on what we have here. So you can do well to modify these comments and then reload the software. So I will show us all of these um, in the course of the video where we can load them. So we have the head teachers and principals comment also. We can make modifications to this, but by default we have loaded these comments to the software already, so we can modify the template and then reload as it suits our need. So let's go back to the discuss template. So this is where we have the full capacity on how we want our data and everything to run. So I'll be working with primary 3. So let me open, okay, we have 3 pictures here. So let me open this template. So inside the template, we can set the session, which is 2022-2023 for the purpose of this video, and the subjects list are here. So we have the subject English language. You can shorten it as English for the purpose of broadsheet. We might not be able to write all of this in full. So the names of this subject as they are listed here appear exactly on their result sheet. So in this, we have them as arranged as this in this course page and also on the broadsheet. So we have up to 20 in the list for subjects we can write. We can do well to edit any of these as it suits our need. We can add, we can delete any of these subjects. So when we write the name of the subject here, we can also do well to write the short form of it here so that it can appear as we would like it to be on the broadsheet. So right here we have the class we'll be working with. So I said primary 3, so that's what it is here. So primary 4 is written here because from primary 3 by third term the promotion class should be primary 4, because the software will automatically tell a student that is advised to repeat or the one that will be promoted to the next class. So we do well to write the class here. If you forget to input this, you shouldn't forget to do it by the third term, because that is when the candidate will be decided promoted to class primary 4, primary 5, or thereabout. So the class teacher's name will be written here and principal's name. So I've filled this template with some data. So the candidate registration number on result. If we want the registration number to display on the result, we check this, and if we don't want it to be displayed, we uncheck it. So by default, it's checked. So number of time school opened for the term. First term, we will enter it here, and the date when second term will begin, enter there. Similarly to second term and third term. So we can do this as appropriate during the term. So by default, the software will display overall grade on the results or their position remarks. So for first term and second term and third term. All right, so we can do it to set them to not display if we want to we don't want it to display the overall grade. Same thing to broad sheets, enable brought forward rather. Brought forward is required during the second or third term. So by default, brought forward is done by the software enabled. So you can do it to disable this if we don't want brought forward, but we just wanted the raw score. So kindness promotion on results by default it is set to show, and that is why it will say promoted to primary 4 at the end of the third term. If we don't want that to be displayed, then we click do not show. All right, so we have the score criteria, the first CA, the second CA, because for the content assessment here, we have two spots for the purpose of this demo. So you might be using one spot, you might be using three spots that you want it to be notes, tests, and assignments, or whichever you want it to be in three categories in the results sheet and the entry of the data. So we'll set this or design it to your need. It can be one, two, or three. So next is the candidate database. I have input three names here. So and the appropriate information have been put against their names, the registration number, gender, and all that. These have been filled. So you can add more candidates here. You can delete as appropriate. So if you input any name here, just writing anything here, there will be a count of the candidates in that class automatically. So it tells you have 4 candidates, but I'm working with 3 at the moment. So if you do to add anything here, okay, 4, then automatically it's under the test scores, it tells you you have 4 people in that class. So it replicates it that way, so that when you want to write comment to, it tells you you have new person in that class automatically like that. I can just do it to, let me just make them many, so you can see the list is growing that way. So I'm using 3 lists actually for the purpose of this video. So this is where we enter the scores for all the candidates, their scores, and for first term actually, and in front we have the second term, and we have the exam scores to be written there. All right, so at the end of this, we might be needing to go to comments. So similarly like we have for the test for first term, we also have that for second term. We have it also for third term. So we have test score, we have comments, we also have in the third term the same thing is applicable that way, and we can make comments also too. All right, so under the comments, let me go to the first term. This have predefined some comments here already. So based on the maybe overall performance or some other characteristics, we can make comments here. We can decide to type in comments for any candidate as we want in this cell, and if we don't want to do that, we can also do selection, because by default we have loaded some comments to the software already. So there are lists of comments that we can select from here, and this is based on the selection here, which is general. So this is starting from, you can see, uses high level thinking. So that is what we have for other people in that list too. You can select from this list. So if you don't want the comment on the general and make a comment based on character, and then we select here. We'll see that will be separate or different comments. You can select from this list as well. If you don't want it, we can type in comment of our choice. Okay, so let me undo this. We can also pick by okay, this character by skills. Okay, so we look at it again. We find out that in the end of this cell we have social skills, we have interest and talent, the like, time management, communication skills. So we can pick to comment for this candidate as we need from all this. So we can do well to change them. This is participation. So we can find out that every of them have different comments, work habits, their group work, and the others like that. So we can select is a participation. So that's what it is. Because let me go to the comment section here where we loaded. All right, so these are the comments that we have loaded into the software based on the general or the character, general comment, character, the skills, and the like, participation, and all of this. Okay, so let's close this and then go back and go to the software to quickly generate results. So remember that I'm just using this for this video, 15 subjects in the list. So we can add more subjects, and if you are not doing up to 15, we can do well to delete the subject you are not interested in. So let me undo this and then let me close these templates. Okay, don't save. I've already input data there already. So let's go back. This is the result software where we have uh, the software that will be used to generate the results for all the classes that we'll be creating from the template and inputting the scores in those templates. So we use the primary for the primary, we're generating the primary result, GSS to do for the GSS, and similarly for the SS. So I'm working with primary 3, so I work with the software itself, which is the primary software. So for security purpose, there's password in which you can also change this password as whenever you want in the software. So let me enter the password as appropriate. Okay, so that launches the software and brings me to the home page here. So you can upload signature, because I think this I didn't have signature because everything here is empty as a stand. So let me go back to where I was. Okay, I was here. So you have settings page where you can create templates for data entry, teachers comments. Okay, you can, it's by default automatic. So once you load the information and you prepared and you are generating the results, it auto generates comments for the head teacher or the principal. And if you want to enter it manually, then you can just select this, and if you have entered the manual comment, then it loads the comment based on what you have manually. And if you want to use auto commenting, this is what we have. So this is, I'm coming back to this to load data to this software. We generate the broadsheet here by selecting the appropriate term from here, first, second, or third term, and generate it. Same thing for the results and others here too. We can load comments, but we have loaded comments for the class teacher and the head teacher by default into the software. If you go to the template and change anything like you want, then you can use this button to reload, and then you'll be able to use your comment again as appropriate. So use this button to create backup for the software. All right, so we have this button to upload signature. So like I was saying, I would like to generate results and having signature of a teacher on the results, but I doubt I have it here as it stands. So this button will delete any existing signature on the result, and this will upload anytime you are interested in that. So I actually um, use this button to view in database, to go to my database, and in the database I have a menu on the top left here in the general settings. this is looking like what we have in the template, but this place is empty until we load data to this software. So if I click that menu, I have first term, second term, and third term. They look similar, but whichever that we want to navigate to in any of the term, we select them. So the term exam scores, you might want to look at the view of it, but it's going to be empty. So the result, as I wanted to check, this is where the signature would be, but as it stands, no signature for the first term result. If I check up on the second here result, it is still going to be empty for everything, even third term. All right, the comment, everything is going to be empty because the software is not holding the information. Is just to prepare the result and everything. The template does that. So let me click to go to home, and then for the purpose of this video, I will do it to load all the terms first, second, and third once and for all, because I want to prepare all the broadsheets once and for all and result once and for all. But since the school is going to be running termly, so as first term, so by default, if we confirm, let me view database and come back to home, we'll find out that it's set to first term. So if you click the load data, then that takes us to the course template page. So we click this button to load all the information from there. So by second term, we check this second, so click that, and then we can load the data. But once you click the second, you find that the tick this under the first term because of the brought forward. So to load the second term data from the template, at the same time load that of the first term, so that it can do the brought forward in the second term calculation based on what you have in the first term. By third term, okay, and then we load this. By third term, we click the third term, then you see that it checks these two automatically by itself, so that it can do brought forward as well. If we are not interested in that, we can uncheck as appropriate. So I click the third term so that it can load these two. If it is second, you do the same thing. And if you don't want to load anything from first term, you just wanted the raw score from second term to be generated for the result and brush it, and check this first. So I said for the then you load the data from here. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to load everything once and for all. So if I click the third tab, it's going to load first. I'm going to load second that way. So let me click the button. So another thing we have here is the sort class names. If you want to sort their names in order, alphabetical order, then you can use this. That is optional. All right, so load data now for all the terms, then import data from template. Let me say yes. Okay, before I do that, okay, let me quickly load the information then into my computer desktop. I have Sky RMS, then go to discuss templates. I'm going to load from primary. Okay, then this, select this, and then I load. But I was even going to load that of signature. So let me go and load signature now. So upload signature. So I will go to desktop and navigate to where I have my picture, for instance. So assuming is the teacher's signature. So now uploaded. All right, so viewing database, and let's see if it has been there. This were what I loaded earlier. The information from the template. It was empty initially. If you check for the scores, it should have loaded everything. So the software is ready to prepare broadsheet results and all that by itself. So I was going to check on the results. It is the uh, um, signature I just loaded now, and then second term I have it already. Same thing to third term. Then I'm good to go. All right, so I was trying to show us now that this is where we load. You can load second, you can load first term. So the other time, what did I do? I loaded Okay, again, let's me show you. If you click this, you can click load. All right, so I'm not using first term and I'm not using second term alone. But if I do second term, that's only first and second I'll be loading, and this will be empty. So because of this video, I picked third and I click the load data, and I did this, click the button, navigated me into my desktop and my computer rather. So right in the desktop I have the sky RMS. I picked it the other time, and then I'm not working with the result number from the template. I'm picking the class which is primary. I select that, click that, then I have primary 3. I click it. So you can double click on this, okay, or you just click it. If you double click, automatically it loads. If you click it and then click this button, open, the load, and then pops up. Okay, the data have been uploaded successfully to the template like it did earlier. And if you notice, initially when I loaded the software, this page was empty, but because I am working with primary 3, pops it up, then it tells me, oh, now I'm working in primary 3. If I'm loading from another class which is named primary 2 inside of it, to tell me the class I am working with at that moment. So now brush it can be generated. First time, okay, that's done. So let me show us the folder. You find that this is where the software was. These are the three software: GSS, primary, and SS that we had earlier. So after downloading the broadsheet the first time, it locates if there's a folder that is called downloaded broadsheet. If it doesn't find it, it creates it by itself. So inside that folder, you have a year 2020-2023 session. All right. So if there are other sessions, this is the way you have them for continuity. Okay, so if you open that of 22-2023 session, and then the classes will be in the list here too. Primary 3 does that. Then I'm working primary 3. Then the first time brush was what I downloaded just now. All right, so let me do where to quickly download. Let me stay here. Do where to download second and third. I will find out that immediately does that second, and now third time, just the button click, 1 second, 2 second, the result is ready and the brush is ready. So click again. So these have been filled now with second term and then third term brush it. I have 3 people in the list, so if there are more of them, this begins to grow. 4 people, 5 people, and like that. So we have this getting to grow that way. So I'm going to download result now. So there's no folder that is called results or downloaded results. So I'll go back to the software and then select results like I did for broadsheet that I selected. I'm coming to the result here also. Click it, then select your term I want to download for as first term. The first time I'm downloading results, there's no folder on the outside there. The software is going to generate or create the folder by itself. So this first time is not downloaded. Let me check the folder. We'll see that it creates the folder for the first time. If you open it, you have like it is in the broadsheet 22 session, and you can have more session also for continuity, easy access. Okay, so first time is what I just downloaded, and the result of the 3 candidates will be in this class. Other classes will be in the list here too. These are the people I have downloaded their results just now. Okay, let me close this and then let me stay outside here while I download the other 2 terms. Now I can download second. Right, that's downloaded, and I can download the third term also that way. So in no time it downloads all the results for all the candidates in PDF. So you can check the folder now, the results 2023 first term folder created, second term created, so that everything can be well arranged and checked. So under third term, I'll go to the class I want to check the result I just downloaded, which is this. Okay, which are this. So I have shoulder madikemi. Okay, And then I have the sumo, okay, with their pictures on it, brought forward, calculated, remark given, the logo is there, everything, admission number, date of birth, calculated, the number of days present and all that, the grading, everything will be done, percentage calculated, total mark obtained by itself. Everything is automated. So let me check the third candidate. It doesn't load a picture for this person. I did that intentionally. So anyone that has picture and named as appropriate, it brings up the picture automatically by itself. So um let me do it to check other terms. It's still the same thing for the other guy here. We won't have it because the name is not well named, the picture is not named. Let's give a confirmation. The name is actually Chukwu Emeka Nnamdi Samson, but I named in the template, in this what's it called, in the picture, I named it Samson. All right, so let's quickly check it. That's why it's not going to locate and put picture as appropriate. Where's the template here? All right, so for primary 3, you'll see that the picture, I call it Chukwuemeka Nandi Sample. So I put P here. So that's why it's not going to load this picture for that candidate. And check the result now. You see it is called Samson. Down the results. End of the time, let me just pick it. All right, so that is why that candidate is not having the picture uploaded. Okay, one more thing I would like to show us is that you can do well to match all this information together, maybe for the broadsheet or for the results. So for the first time, you can be having more of candidates, let's say 40, 50, because the database per class can be 100. So if you open the class and you see so many results here, you can combine them together using the best software for PDF, which is the Adobe DC, Adobe Acrobat DC Pro. All right, so what I want to talk about is this is useful if I would like to send the results to the individual, but for the purpose of for school use, it's not necessary to be like this. I'll do where to merge them together. So I can just press Ctrl Alt, that's Ctrl A, then Option, right click, and combine files in Acrobat. Okay, so let me click that combine, and okay, these are the 3 names. You can do your sorting, arrange them the way you want it to be in the order, whichever way you wanted it to be. And if you want it like it has uploaded, no problem. Then this button combine. All right, so I have Adobe Acrobat Pro DC, which should be given to us for free when the software has been delivered to us. This is the best Adobe PDF software. Okay, so I use it for so many functions. I can split PDF, I can merge PDF, I can edit PDF, I can sign PDF, I can create PDF, I can organize and do so many things, can do protection and so many things, so many things, so many things with it. So this is a free software I'll be giving to us also after the purchase. So okay, so I've just merged all this. So it called it automatically binder 1. So let me save this. I can use file to save as, but I always prefer to use Ctrl S. So when I do Ctrl S, okay, so save in recent folder. Yeah, okay, that's where I am now. So let me just pick this folder and I can rename it as primary 3, the first time I'm working with my 3 first time results. So let me call it primary 3 first time results. So I save that. It has changed the name here, so I can close this. So I save that. Okay, I saved it. Oh, inside the second term. So let me just cut it away here. So let me open it. I picked the wrong location to save it. These are the first term results. So now I have the first candidate in the class as I've arranged the sumo. Okay, Vedamade Kemi, and I have this. So just like a book. So it is easy to document this and keep them for future purpose rather than having them scattered. So you have 100 people in the class, you can bind them together, you can merge them together, and if there's a particular time you just want to split them and then detach a particular candidate, you can pick it, use the software, work around with the way you want to work with your PDF. So let me call this away and then put it in the right folder because it's first time. Okay, it's first time. So let me leave it here so I can now try to delete all this if I want to delete. Okay, but let me just undo. This is very good like this. All right, so let me undo it because you might want to just pick one and just send to a parent. You just want to print, or you just want to, you can print a particular page from here too, and you understand. I can press Ctrl P and select page 2, and I print that. So this kind of is still not going to be having picture like we explained the other time. So this is the few things I'd love to show us in the software. So let's see this button. You create backup. So automatically it does where to also create a backup of this software. Let's check that. Okay, this folder was not there before, so a copy of this software will be automatically generated, and do that for reference purpose. That's it. If I do for other ones there too, I have it. So if you are intending to change your signature to another, then you can click this button, click yes, and select a new one. It deletes the previous one and replace with a new one. Or if you don't want to use signature at all in the results like it is appearing here, then you can use this button as I was saying earlier under the header. Click this, it removes the signature that way, and you'll be printing result now without signature. So you might not need to remove it because it's almost looking like a permanent thing, or is the head teacher or the principal that has that, who is not changing like classical changes, take them to primary 2, take them to primary 3 and the like. So this is almost like let me just say maybe a long-term use or a permanent use. Okay, that way. All right, so that is what we have for now in the results management system software. So I was going to talk about, we can also bind these brush it together, that you select all, we follow the same process. You right click and then you combine. By the time you are doing that too, you can do this and you'll be combining all your terms brushes together. Follow the same process, press Ctrl S or go to the save as, and then you are good to go saving all of this. So you can close the software by using this button when you are done all the processes. Okay, thank you.